Hi everyone, welcome to my week 2 presentation and summary of our ethics theory. This week we went over St. Thomas Aquinas' natural law, Immanuel Kant's categorical imperatives, John Stuart Mill's utilitarianism, and Thomas Hobbes' contractualitarianism. Hope I got that one right. And we'll end with virtue theory. Under the natural law theory, St. Thomas Aquinas believes that morality derives from us as human beings, even though it may be instilled by us through God, but morality basically just comes from us as moral human beings. It's just a natural thing that we do. We naturally want to do sort of the right thing. And under Immanuel Kant's categorical imperative, he believes that we basically can't lie, right? And moral obligations are derived from pure reason and not from religion or God. What's right and what's wrong is sort of ingrained in us, right? He believes that it's through our intellect that we basically know what's right from wrong. He does apply two formulations to it. One is the universalizability principle. In short, basically, it's if the moral thing or the right thing to do can be applied universally, then that fits. Formulation 2 is the humanity side. Basically, on top of the moral obligations being able to apply universally across the board, we have to treat others and ourselves fair, right? We can't hurt others, and it's always as an end and not just merely the mean. Now on to an interesting one, John Stuart Mill's utilitarianism. Basically, it's whatever is good or better for the greater good. And that should be the moral decision that you make. So in this illustration, it's pretty classic. You have a few people tied up on the train, and you have just one on the other side, and if that's you deciding to pull the lever, under utilitarianism, you basically would have that trolley or train run over, the one individual in order to save, more individuals. The second illustration there is a little bit more controversial. Basically is if you physically have to do it, right? If you physically have to push someone off the bridge to save more lives, the right and moral thing to do is to do that, right? But it goes to question, well, is killing somebody okay? Do we stop at killing one, or do we stop at killing 2, 3, 4, 5 in order to save, 10, 11, 12? Under utilitarianism, that is the way to go. Now, under Thomas Hobbes' contractarianism, morality basically comes from the agreement between two individuals. Basically, if two people or two entities believe that entering in a contract and what's listed in it is basically the right and moral thing to do regardless. And that morality doesn't come from divine nature or from God. It's still just through us as free, rational, self-interested people. That we believe that there's more benefits to be found in cooperating, right? So if two people believe that it's the right thing to do, then it must be it. Two theories that can be applied to public administration today, I believe, are some of contractarianism and categorical imperatives. We basically encounter contractarianism every day. We see that among different entities, different organizations, and different people, right? As free, rational, self-interested people, we believe that there's more benefit in cooperating with others. Um, for example, with law enforcement, right? We agree that um, what is against the law and what isn't in general, right? And we also agree that um, what is suitable punishment. And from a very high level point of view, it does highlight that part with some contrast, right? If in other countries and other cultures, they would enter into an agreement among them um, to or towards what they believe is morally right. However, it may be different, right, from what we consider morally right, but you know, we've entered this agreement cooperatively here, just like as they do. And we see a lot of categorical imperatives applied to public administration today as well. Commands that we must follow as public administrators, regardless of our own desires, right? What's done should be done universally for all, right? As public administrators, we need to be held accountable. We need to be transparent, right? Anything we do shouldn't harm others, right? And we shouldn't lie, right? Then that goes towards accountability. And finally, we have virtue theory. I personally don't believe that it can be applied to public administration because virtue theory is based off of an individual's character, right, rather than a set of rules. I believe that nature has built into us to be virtuous. However, being virtuous or ethical may vary from individual to individual, right? I may, because of how I grew up and how I was taught, think one action is ethical while another individual may not, right? And that's very dangerous when we try to apply that to public administration, because we are serving the public, and we need a set of rules, right? So that we can be universal, right, and be fair. Trying to find the right action between two ends of the spectrum, right, of deficiency or excess is very difficult, right, and at times can be dangerous. It's sort of a guessing game, right, and so for these reasons, I don't believe that virtual theory should be applied to public administration. But that's up to everyone's perspective, and I'll leave it at that. And thank you for going through my presentation, and I'll see you guys next week.